All right, so welcome everybody. We're going to be picking up here. This is the start of our auction draft for Fantasy Civ4 AI Survivor Season number 8. We have 8 participants here. Everybody's here on Discord live chat, even though this is a super awkward time for some of them. Really appreciate that. With me here, I'll just run through the names. We have Amika Lola, who is our defending champion from last year. And then we also have 7 challengers.
Sorry. Hello.
No worries here. And then we also have Antisocial Monkey, Bellamorph, Oops, I Forgot, Henrik, JDPL Grillo, Jamie, and Kajatlik. And I'll try to do my best to get everybody's names. So Amika is our defending champion. We decided that he could have the first pick on which leader we were bidding on, and the selection was to go with Gandhi. So I'm going to go ahead and pull him up. He is in game 6. And apparently I wiped out some of the leader information on screen. Let me fix that. All right, game number 6. I gotta get my cursor off that window. All right, put it in debug mode. All right, so Gandhi, where is Gandhi's starting position? All right, I think most of you know who are watching this, Gandhi, our super pacifist leader. He's well liked in the community. Loves to go for cultural victories. If he manages to survive, he has a good chance to win a cultural victory. But he's also a good chance to be first to die. So, Amika, you picked him, and you have the first opening bid, and then we'll go from there.
I will bid a big 5 gold.
I'll bid 7.
9.
10. 12.
All right, our current bid is 12.
No more for me.
I guess this isn't that cursed because there's 2 other peaceful civs.
13.
Oh,
All right, we're currently on 13. Does anyone want to go higher?
I can say 15.
Okay, up to 15. Boy, Gandhi's not attracting huge bids this year. I think a lot of people suspect he is first to die bait. So it's currently 15 from Kajatlik for our bid at the moment.
Just look at his surrounding land, it's pretty rough.
This is a pretty sad bid for a seated leader.
yeah, and there's a financial Ragnar.
All right, then I'll go last chance. Anyone want to outbid the 15? I think it's yours. So that was Kajatlik, right?
Yes, should like.
All right, Gandhi is yours for 15. All right, let's put this in. So Gandhi for 15. All right, we have our first leader. 51 more to go.
Yay.
So
And since I am to pick next.
yes, it's your pick next.
Yeah, Gandhi, that was a game. Let me see.
6.
Game 6. Yes, there is game 6. Ah, yeah, perfect. Because then we'll continue in game 6 and pick Ragnar. Go Ragnar.
Was that Ragnar?
Yeah, Ragnar. And I'll open with 3.
Okay, just as a quick reminder, I'll try to do like 10 seconds on the leaders, and then we'll start the bidding, just so that we have a little refresher for people who aren't super familiar with Civ 4, although most people watch this probably are. Ragnar, so super aggressive, loves to declare war, super high unit train emphasis, oddly has the financial trait to pair with this, has done very little in past AI survivors. Okay, and you said the opening bid was 3?
Yes?
I'll bid 5. 7.
8.
10. I'll go 12.
I'll bid 13.
14.
15.
All right, current bid is 15 from Oops. It's a little more stingy than last. People were kind of going nuts last year when we did this. A little more frugal this time around. So we're still at 15 on Oops right now.
17 from
17.
Jamie.
Oh, okay, 17 from Jamie then. Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, is that to 19?
20.
23.
23. Higher than Gandhi already. All right.
24.
24. Okay.
25.
I'm out.
Sorry, was that a bit higher than 25, or are we still on the 25?
No, I'm out.
Okay. So I believe we're on oops for 25 at the moment on Ragnar. Do we have anyone who wants to go higher? Or are we going to sell it to him for 25? All right, last chance. All right, looks like you've got the winning bid. Oops. 25 for Ragnar.
While you enter that in, I think I will put up Churchill for the next round of bidding.
All right, Churchill. Okay, so we go to game 1. All right, while we're loading here, Churchill. Quick background on Churchill. He's got the northeast starting position. Somewhat of a blah leader in Civ4. He doesn't stand out in a lot of ways. He's kind of has like middle scores for aggression, middle score for trained units, middle score for build wonders. Like I said, he's kind of like, his piece weight I think is 6. He's like kind of in the middle in most regards. The one thing that makes him stand out is he has a high espionage emphasis for whatever reason. And he seems to be pretty good at like not dying, because he's done that pretty well, but also not actually win games that often. Really leans on that protective trait. But anyway, he's got the northeast start here. He does this gold resource, and oops, you've picked us to bid on him next. So what is your bid on Churchill going to be?
I'll open with 10 gold.
13.
15.
18.
20.
22.
23. Oh, I heard 25.
How much was that last?
25 was the last bid, I think.
Yeah, who has the 25? Or could we have a couple of you
26.
talking?
That's me.
Is that
25
Grillo?
from Grillo. Yep.
Yeah, who was
I
that?
say 26.
And I'll go to 27.
Someone already said 27.
Did someone? I heard Amika say 26.
29?
30.
Oh, the bid's going up.
31.
31.
4.
Wow.
Uh-oh, what just
This
happened
is
to Discord?
unexpected.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I just lost Discord. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, what's the most recent bid? I kind of missed that.
34 for me.
34 from Grillo. Okay.
35.
35. All right, we're on 35. Does anyone want to go higher? And I'm sorry, who was it that had that? Was that Jamie? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 35 from Jamie at the moment. I'll give you guys another 10 seconds if you want to think about bidding higher.
Do it, Grillo. I know you want to.
That's just a bit over budget for me.
All right, last chance to go higher than 35. All right, it's yours, Jamie. 35 for Churchill. You know, Churchill scored a lot of points the last 2 years in fantasy, so we'll see if he can continue it for the 3rd year in a row. All right, and you are the pick on which leader we do next.
Okay, I'll take Mansa in game 4.
All right, Mansa Musa. This should be fun. Let me pull that up. Game 4. All right, well, I suspect we're going to see some high bids on this one. Mansa Musa, our Season 6 champion. Yeah, Season 6 champion. Obviously super good at econ stuff. Great economic traits, financial, spiritual. Really, really good at winning games if he gets left alone. Biggest weakness is the high peace weight of 9, so he gets attacked a lot. Can declare war at pleased, even though he's pretty peaceful. Definitely one of the favorites in this competition. He's a very popular leader. And so, Jamie, what's our starting bid going to be?
25.
50.
50 from Henrik. All right, save us some time.
I'll do 70.
Wait, was that antisocial?
Yeah, he's my man.
All right, 70. That's a quick jump up.
71.
72.
73.
74.
75.
76.
77.
Okay, 85.
Let's
Come
do
on.
80. Do 86.
And we have 85 from Kajatlik. All right, 86 for ASM.
86.
It got very expensive in a hurry. We're up to 86. I think you may have quieted the crowd there, Antisocial. That's a big bid. All right, does anyone want to go higher than the 86 gold?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, last chance. I'll give it 5 more seconds. If not, we're on 86. Well, I don't know if other people were getting you to just bid it up to take more out of your pocket, but you do have the leader, Antisocial. You've got Mansa.
Probably. I got to go with my man. It's a risky one just because the land kind of sucks and you might get boxed in, but who knows? Who really knows?
All right, now here's the question: will that be the highest bid of the draft? Because we had 100 for Wynekopek last year, which didn't turn out great. I'm curious if that'll be the highest bid, but I guess we'll find out. All right, where are we going? Where are we going next, Antisocial?
Okay, let's do a fun one. Wang Kon.
Wang Kon. All right, we're going to game 2.
Here's how people think. Here's how cursed people think this game's going to be.
All right, the general perception, I believe, is that this is not a very good starting position for Wang Kon. All right, Wang Kon, a community favorite, financial protective traits, high peace weight, generally peaceful, but of course is known in our community for doing really bizarre, wild stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense, and has been dubbed the Troll King as a result. All right, so what is our starting bid for Wang Kon?
3, 1 for each one of the beavers that you're going to get with this purchase.
3, 1 for each beaver.
5. 1 for each animal in this capital.
10.
10 from Jamie.
15.
All right, we have 15 from Bellamorph as our current bid.
17.
17 from Jamie. I don't think we're getting to 86 on this leader. Anyone want to bid higher than 17? All right, last chance. Anyone want to bid higher? All right, sold for 17. Jamie. Wang Kon.
Gandhi.
Okay. Team protective so far over there, Churchill and Wang Kon. All right, where would you like us to go next, Jamie?
Oh boy, hadn't thought of that. Let's go for Justinian.
Justinian, okay. All right, top seed leader in game 2. Let me pull it up. Or that's this game. Okay, I don't have to change maps. All right. Justinian, let's see. So he's got the north central starting location on this map. Does the religious plus military game plan. Seems to do it better than most other leaders. He's going to try to found a religion, be friends with people who have it, attack people who don't have it. And interestingly enough, is one of those leaders who does not declare war at pleased, if I remember correctly. Also, of course, has cataphracts, which are one of the game's best unique units. Okay, so we'll see some high bids here, I suspect, although I guess we'll find out. What is our starting bid, Jamie?
30.
30, okay.
31.
Okay, 65.
Oh, wow. 65. Okay. Temporarily silences the crowd. 65. I'm not seeing a lot of people jumping over the top there. Does anyone else want to make a higher bid? If not, we can just wrap this up quickly. All right, sounds like it's a sell for a 65. And just, was that Kajatliak?
Yes, that
Okay.
was me, Jatlak, Justinian 65 and Gandhi 15. I don't think there is anything wrong with this auction.
All right, sold. Okay, so now we move on to the next leader. Which one do you want us to bid on?
Then let's take a game we haven't been in yet. I think it would be fun to go to game 8 and pick up Julius Caesar.
All right. Another popular leader. Okay, so Julius Caesar has the red borders in this game because we also have Augustus Caesar in this game with the purple borders. All right, Julius Caesar, another militaristic leader. He likes to fight. He's not very good at economy. He does have, he is, I believe, tied with Wang Kon for the most kills in AI Survivor history. I think he has 15 across the various seasons we've done. Obvious calling card is the Praetorian, Roman unique unit. He uses them pretty effectively, but also not so good economically, and that's really his Achilles heel. But I'm sure we'll get some bids here. He's always a fun leader to have. So what's our starting bid, Kajatlik?
Starting with Don Julius is 25.
25.
40.
I'll do 26.
Who was the 40?
Okay.
Me.
Okay, oops for 40 at the moment.
42.
So we have Jamie at 42. And then dead silence afterwards. Okay, 42.
45.
45 from oops.
46.
I'll push it up to 50.
50 from oops right now. All right, Jamie, do you or anyone else want to go higher than the 50? All right, last chance. Give you guys another few seconds. All right, not hearing anyone. It is sold to you.
I feel like I have made a mistake.
Feel like you have made a mistake. Okay. Well, it is, we have had some high spending from some of the participants, and we also have had no spending from others, which is interesting.
Your apostrophes are getting out of control again.
Yeah, it's so the reason why you keep seeing that is that my push to talk button on Discord is the tilde key in the top left, so that's why you keep seeing them.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to have it in a window where they don't pop up, but sometimes I'm in a window where they do pop up. That's also why the debug console keeps popping up in Civ4.
Use voice activation if it's easier for you.
I know. I just don't want to go back and change my Discord settings afterwards. All right, so we got Julius Caesar, and that went to Oops. So I guess it's your pick again on a leader, Oops.
Let's go back to game 1 and do Kublai Khan.
All right. All right, another one of our most successful leaders. Kubla's been in the championship game a bunch of times. He hasn't actually won yet, but he has a bunch of firsts. He has a bunch of seconds. Seems to have a successful combination of military and culture. He's got aggressive creative traits, which are actually pretty decent for this setup. He's not going to win the game economically unless the other good econ leaders are all dead. But this game actually doesn't have a lot of good econ leaders, so this might be to his forte. I guess we'll find out. So where do you want to start us out on your bidding? Oops.
Let's do 20 gold.
I'll do 21.
32.
Left.
I think we're on 32 was the bid from
Is
Bellamore.
that 35 for Rillo?
Yes.
Okay, then 35 from Gullo.
38.
40.
45.
I got a bidding war. 45 is the current bid.
47.
48.
I think this might be the most people that have been jumping into the bidding so far. We're at 48 at the moment from Henrik.
Everyone wants a slice.
50.
So we're on 50 at the moment from Grillo. How tasty is this starting position? So we're currently on 50. Does anyone want to go higher? All right, couple more seconds, last chance. All right, sold to Grillo for 50 gold. Grillo.
Same as Caesar.
All right. Starting to see more of these leaders coming off the board. Get this off here. All right, where do you want to go next?
Let's go to Hoinepak.
All right, got to run on pool 1 leaders. Wynakoppak, game number 3. Pull that up here.
And let's start. Oh, go ahead with the intro.
All right, sure, yeah. Just quickly, most successful leader in AI Survivor history. Also drew the biggest bid in the fantasy contest in history last year. He's won just about every way it's possible to win. He has the most victories and the most kills, and he has the most points in our past competition. I think people are not as wild about this starting position, but we've also seen Wynakoppak win from pretty much any starting position imaginable. So I will be very interested to see what the bids are in this particular one. And Grillo, you have the first shot at it.
Yeah, let's start at 55.
55. Saving us some time. 55 to start.
52.
Belmorph, you had a higher bid? I'm sorry, I think I missed what that was.
Yeah, I said 62.
62. Okay, gotcha. 62 is the bid then.
Wait, does Carthage have no strategic resources?
It's your call as to whether this constitutes no strategic resources, but here's the map. Carthage is the blue civ over here.
It has an iron special power.
Okay, does anyone want to go higher than the 62?
I'll go 63. Why not?
64.
All right, we've ticked up to 64. All right, I'll give you guys another 10 seconds or so. Anyone want to go over the top again over the 64? If not, we'll sell it to Bellamorph. All right, I'm not hearing anyone, so Bellamorph, it looks like Wynakoppak is on your team for 64.
Nice.
Wynakoppak, 64.
Wynakoppak is cheaper than Justinian.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting.
Mansa.
I feel confident that Mansa is the biggest bid at this point.
I think so as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go for Qin Shi Huang.
Sorry, which leader was that?
Qin. The Chinese leader. I can never say his name.
Qin Shi Huang.
Oh, of China, Qin Shi Huang. Okay, gotcha. I'm probably mispronouncing that too. So game 4.
By the way, you forgot to delete Julius Caesar from game 8.
Thank you for that. Okay, Qin. All right, where is he? All right, here we go. So Qin Shi Huang, one of the Chinese leaders, not as successful as Mao, but still has been somewhat successful. He's been in the wildcard game a lot. He basically tries the peaceful game plan. He doesn't declare war that much. Problem is his traits are not that good. Protective, industrious, not really good traits for just trying to win the econ route. But he doesn't actually die that much, which is why he's been in the wildcard game a lot. So he's like an econ leader who's not as effective as the top tier ones, but still like not terrible. Also does benefit from having a low piece weight overall. And it is Bellemorph's first bid on this leader. So where do you want to start us out?
It's 14.
14. Okay.
15.
20.
20 from Amika.
23.
23.
25.
Oh, okay. So it's currently 25 from Oops. Oh, was that 30?
28.
28 from Bellemorph.
29.
Some interest in this. 30. Definitely some interest in this leader. 30 from Bellemorph is the current bid. Anyone want to jump in for, do you want him on your team? You're going to have to spend at least 31. All right, last chance. Anyone want to jump in? All right, looks like you've set the market here. Bellemorph, 30 gold. And you got back-to-back leaders. All right, Bellemorph.
I go for Saladin next.
All right, sticking with the same game, Saladin, actually just up to the north. Okay. All right, so Saladin, quick background, another one of those military plus religious leaders. He's going to found a religion almost any game. He almost certainly will found one in this game because, yeah, he's the only one who starts with mysticism in this game. Doesn't have a great economy, kind of middling in terms of aggression, and has a somewhat low piece weight. I think he's 4. So he's not one of the most effective leaders, but, you know, he's had some decent games in the past. He's somewhere in the middle, I think, of the rankings overall. And Bellemorph, you will get to start us out on the bidding for Saladin. Where do you want to be?
Oh,
What number was that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, if you could repeat that.
yes, sorry, 12.
12, okay.
Yes.
13.
18.
20.
21.
25. 30.
Oh. Some real action on Saladin here. We're currently on 30 gold from Oops.
Look at that stock, bro.
31.
35.
35. All right, the bid is 35 at the moment. Starting to get a bit pricey.
36.
37. 37.
So at the moment, it's Amika and Oops are in a bidding war, and Oops just jumped to 37. All right, anyone want to go higher than the 37? I'll give you a couple more seconds. If not, we'll sell it to Oops for 37. All right, I'm not hearing anyone. So,
38.
oh, that last second, Amika jumped in for 38.
Sorry.
You are drawing this out, man. 39.
Sorry about that.
If you were just trying to bid it up, it succeeded because Oops has gone up to 39 gold.
Alright, I'm in. I'm not bidding more. Don't wait.
All right, Amika's out. Anyone else for higher? You'd have to bid at least 40 because we're at 39.
Let's see where it goes up to the next game. That's too much.
All right, I think yes. I think Saladin's yours. Oops for 39 gold.
All right.
Saladin.
I will be honest, I expected him to go 4 less high.
Interesting. Expected him to go higher.
At what point are you just bidding on the gold resource?
That was actually.
And it'll be your call for where we go next.
I'll share more later. But anyway, for now, let's stay on this map and do Alex.
All right, Alexander. Okay. Alex, very straightforward leader. He's military leader. He's going to go attack people. Pretty much end of story. If he has successful conquests, he does well. If not, he's going to fall behind economically. Sorry?
That's Pericles.
Oh, that's Pericles. You're right.
Yeah.
Because we have double grease on this map, and I changed him to red. Thank you for that. I knew I was doing something wrong because you guys were trying to remind me. Still doesn't change the analysis, but yeah, his starting position is the one down here. Thank you for that. Yeah, he's going to go fight people, and if he succeeds, he'll do well, and if he doesn't, he's going to fall behind economically, and he's going to be irrelevant, because that's how his games always play out. Okay, oops, you won the last bid, and so you get to make the first bid here.
5 gold.
6.
10. That's 10 from me.
11.
Well,
13.
13. 15.
Yeah, first.
17.
18.
20.
20.
22.
23.
25.
Oh, 25. Okay.
30.
Wow. Okay. 30 from Oops is the current bid. Getting higher than I expected here.
31.
31 from Jamie. Well, at least some of you think he's going to do well in this game. 31 is the current bid, and Jamie, I believe, is the one who has it.
So I came into this fantasy contest with the explicit thought that no matter what, the one leader I wanted to have on my team was Alex. With that said, I am dropping out of the bidding.
Okay. So Jamie still has the bid for 31. Does anyone want to go higher than 31? All right, last.
If you want to get to 32, I won't challenge it.
Last chance. If not, it's yours, Jamie.
Well, has remorse already.
Okay, I think
No.
I think it's yours for 31, Jamie. All right.
That's it.
So far, no one's gotten a leader like absolutely dirt cheap. They've all gotten at least some of. Is Gandhi still the cheapest leader thus far at 15? That feels off.
Yes, I think so. Gandhi 15, Wang Kon 17.
You know, it's always interesting how these games develop, or how these things develop over time. Interesting. Yeah, that Gandhi would be the cheapest one so far is kind of interesting. Okay, well, just real quick in terms of before we jump to the next leader. So far, Amika and Henrik have been kind of holding their pace. Both have been making bids, but haven't actually bought anyone yet. And then a lot of the other contestants are down around 100 gold or so, roughly, in terms of the bids. And Grillo is at 150. All right, well, anyway, you won the last bid, Jamie, so you get the pick of which leader we go to next. We still have about 2/3 of the leaders to go, I think. Something like that.
I'll take Kathy, please.
Kathy, okay, this will be fun. All right, game number 2. All right, so Kathy has the northwest starting position here. This is her, right? Yeah. So Kathy, another fun leader in Civ4. She has a ton of personality. She is pretty aggressive, but not super aggressive. Has great expansion traits, creative, imperialistic. Loves to make demands. She makes demands constantly of other leaders. And you get a special relations penalty when you don't give in to her demands. I've said before she has the overbearing boyfriend-girlfriend personality that constantly is asking you to do things for them. And she's one of the more popular leaders in the competition. She's definitely had some success. She's been a seated leader in the past, but is not a seated leader in this particular year. So, okay, Jamie, why don't you start us out with the bidding?
25.
Got very quiet. Still 25 for Kathy. Is this going to be our first leader where just no one bids more than the initial bid? I'll give you another 10 seconds or so, but if not, Jamie will get it for 25. Anyone want to jump in? All right, sold for 25. Our first one with no additional bids. Whether or not you wanted Kathy, you have her, Jamie, on your team.
Wasn't expecting.
Tells me that people are not big fans of this starting position for Kathy.
It's
Not.
so bad.
It is
There's no
pretty bad.
horses.
Where does the second city go?
No horses.
Yeah, that's the problem with it.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
And that's it, man.
Where are Kathy's supporters when she needs them? Is the question.
Well, we needed Myth in this contest because he always bids on Kathy. All right, Jamie, it's you again. You get to pick another leader.
Okay, I'll go with Pacal.
All right, game 5, Pacal. All right, another one of our leaders who's been, well, it's pool 1 leader, so of course he's going to have been successful in the past. Another financial leader. He goes the peaceful route in most games. Good at both spaceship and cultural victory. Has good traits, expansive financial. Well, expansive's not great for AI Survivor, but financial's always good. Has the rare combination of being a good economic leader, but also a low peace weight, so he's pretty good at dodging aggression. But he also has had some really early collapses in some games too, so Pacal can be a little bit binary. He's got the seafood start in this particular game. So what is our opening bid, Jamie?
20.
So our opening bid was 20. Everybody not big fans of the seafood starts, I'd see. Anyway, what was that, ASM?
Just as an aside, you think you should change the color to red or something for Darius or Pacal? Like, just scroll over a little bit. Like, it's going to be impossible to tell them.
Oh, yeah, they got matching colors.
Yeah.
Might have to do that.
Yeah, do you want the wheel
Oh,
or the
just like
Saison
dark blue or
Cheyenne?
something.
Yeah.
We
well,
might have
they'll
to-
a red in this.
Might have to do that down the road. They are kind of similar. At the moment, in terms of the bidding, though, I think Henrik has the bid at 21 is if I remember. Not a lot of action on Pacal in this game. People do not like his start.
25.
25.
Watch him pull another win out of his butt.
Yeah, legit.
He got, the alternate history said he got pretty lucky the last time we did this. All right, it's 25 from Kajatlik is the bid now. All right, I'll give you guys another 10 seconds. If not, we're going with 25. All right, sold for 25. Kajatlik.
So cheap for a financial leader.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I overpaid for Justinian, but then I got Gandhi and Pacal for the cheap, so I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a
Working
pretty
out.
good price for Pacal. He's always capable of something.
He is.
Yeah, he'll always have the
One of the AHs.
3 out of 20.
And it
Yeah.
has the 5 food resource meme, the seafood meme.
The capital is pretty
It's got
meme-tastic.
floodplains and a river. How bad can it be?
All
Where
right,
does the second city go?
where does it go? Probably
Floodplains
somewhere,
and reef, I mean, it's not bad.
probably somewhere over here.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
The second city of Pacal? That's probably the Darius' first capital, isn't it?
Darius's capital. All right, Kajatlik, which leader do you want us to bid on next? You have the pick.
We go to game 7, and we go for Montezuma.
Monty, all right. This will be entertaining. Okay, Monty, let's see, who I did change to red in this game. Super duper aggressive, like insanely aggressive, like anything other than units. What are those? He doesn't build them. Monty's just going to ram himself into other people by declaring war constantly. And amazingly, this actually turned into a win last year somehow. Not in the alternate histories where he was horrible, but it did on stream. He actually did win a game, which is probably never going to be repeated because he's such a bad leader. But, we have first to die points to consider. And I don't know, maybe he did win last year, so you never know. In any case, let's start the bidding. Where do you want us to begin with, Chatlik?
We start with 10.
10.
Well,
20.
All right, 20 from Amika is the current bid.
I guess I should have said 15.
Guess I should have said 15. Does anyone want to go higher than the 20? Like, I have instant regret. All right, last chance, going higher than 20. Does anyone want to bid 21 or higher? All right, let's not drag this out. Sold. You've got Montezuma on your team.
Well, now I feel silly.
He's at the
Okay.
top of the leaderboard right now.
Yeah.
Well, you get points for first to die unless
Maybe honest.
Montezuma
I
actually
should have
gets a
bid
kill
15.
or two.
Maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm going to be honest. I should have bid 15. I still think it's a steal for 20. I would have paid more than that.
Interesting. Interesting.
That's my hot take. Let's see how dumb I look in a month or two. I'm going to put the bidding on. Go old mate Lincoln.
Lincoln. All right. Also the same game. Okay.
I need to step away for just a moment. Can we wait till I get back to?
Yeah, we can take a quick break. Let's take a quick
I need just like
2-minute break. Yeah.
Sorry, Lincoln's on another game.
Yeah, Lincoln's game 8.
Game 8. Okay. Sorry, I had game 7, game 8 confused there. All right, this is okay. He's here. Okay. When Oops gets back, we'll do the next one.
So, any thoughts about it so far, Silla, while we are on a break?
What was that while we're on a break? Any quick thoughts so far?
Any thoughts about how the auction is going?
Yeah, I mean it's entertaining as always, right? Because I think this is kind of a neat time in the overall draft because we're getting to the point where some of the teams are starting to get low on some of your teams are starting to get low on funds, whereas like others like Amika and Henrik still have a lot of money to throw around, and I'm just kind of interested to see how that's going to develop because like right as of so far everybody's been able to spend as much as they want, but we're starting to get to the point where that's not going to be the case, and then that's where it starts to get to be a lot of fun because it turns into not just like what do I think of this starting position, but also how do I maneuver relative to the other players in like this little auction format. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I am surprised that Gandhi has been the lowest bid of any leader we've had so far. I did not expect Monty to go for more than Gandhi. A little surprised by that, I will say. I am not.
Change it, Lincoln. Lincoln.
I am not surprised that Mansa had a really big bid because I think he's going to be a heavy favorite in his game, from what I've seen thus far.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, so thanks. So we're back, and Lincoln is the current leader. Lincoln is Gandhi light, basically. Will Lincoln go for more than Gandhi? This is going to be fun to see. He basically has the same game plan as Gandhi, but he doesn't execute it as well, and he's tied to a Civ that's not as good. The American Civ is just not very good in Civ 4. His traits are also not as good as Gandhi's. Charismatic is not as useful as spiritual, I don't think. Okay, so what is our opening bid for Lincoln?
I'm gonna go back to you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, sorry. I was waiting for someone else to do it. I don't know. 2 gold.
2, okay.
I'll do 3.
4,
5,
5, 7,
8,
Getting more.
9,
10,
11,
13,
Okay, we're on 13 from Oops at the moment. And that's where it stalled out. Does anyone want to go to 14, or are we going to stop here at 13? All right, last chance, or else we'll sell Lincoln for 13. All right, he's yours. Oops. 13.
All right, I'll take those first to die points.
All right, and he is in game 8.
Let's see.
Our first leader to go for less than Gandhi. Our first leader for less than Gandhi. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Let me see. Let's go from one American to another. Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. Okay, game 6. Game 6. Okay. All right. Roosevelt's not that different from Lincoln. He's not as pacifistic of a leader. He also likes to stay. He generally tries to stay out of wars and build wonders. The problem is he doesn't really have the right setup for this. Industrious organized are some of the worst traits in Civ4 in AI Survivor. They're not bad for normal Civ4, but they're quite bad for AI Survivor. And so he just kind of tries to play the econ game, but he doesn't do it that well, which is why he's been quite ineffective in past seasons. He also has a high peace weight, which makes him a target for a lot of the other leaders in this competition. So I'm sure we're not going to see huge bids here. Where are we starting out? Oops.
5 gold.
7.
Okay, currently on 7 from Bellamorph.
8.
9. Okay, you take him.
Okay, we're on 10 from Oops at the moment on Lincoln. This would be the cheapest leader so far. Does anyone want to go to 11 or 12? All right, last chance, or else Oops is going to double up on America here for 10 gold.
11.
All right, 11 from Amika. Does anyone want to spend 12 on on Roosevelt?
Poor Roosevelt.
It's like the last kid getting picked for the basketball team. So I think we're still on 11 gold at the moment.
12.
All right, Henrik had for 12. All right, does anyone want to go higher? We're at 12.
Yeah, I'll go 13.
13.
This is the most Roosevelt bidding war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty blah. Yeah. So we're on 13 from Amika. Does anyone want to go higher? If not,
Yeah, 14.
14 from Henrik. I love how we've gone up like each 1 gold increment.
What game is he in again? Sorry.
This is game 6. Here's the wider picture. Here's the wider picture.
Thank you.
Next to Napoleon and Victoria.
Yeah, I'll go 15.
15 from Amika. Mika.
Alright, you can have them. I made you pay for those first 5 points already.
I think might win this game.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the spirit.
Okay. Anyone want to go higher than the 15? All right, sold for 15.
Monty and Roosevelt with the dream team. The all-star team.
Okay.
So I will now go for, well, start the bidding on Stalin.
Stalin, okay. Okay. Oh, he was still in the same game, wasn't he? I didn't have to reload the map. Okay. Stalin, season 3 champion, did awesome in seasons 3 and 4, has done nothing in every other season. Many people seem to think that he is a fraud. Other people think that he's a solid leader, but not as good as he's been. And some people do like this leader. Aggressive trait, not bad. Industrious trait, not great, but okay for AI Survivor. Low peace weight, fights wars, but not insane in the Monty Shaka style. He's a pretty polarizing leader in our community. Some people really like him and some people really do not like him. So this will be interesting to see where people think. Also, I think the general consensus is he drew a pretty good starting position in this particular map. So, Amika, you have the bid. Where do you want us to start us?
We'll start at 15.
15.
20.
All right, current bid is 20 from Oops. Henrik, what was your bid?
30.
30, okay. All right, so we currently have 30 from Henrik. Does anyone want to go higher? How much trust do you put in Stalin as a leader?
Not much, but his land is cracked.
I trusted in Stalin my last time doing fantasy and he let me down. So I know.
Okay, we're still on the 30. I'll give it another 10 seconds if anyone wants to go higher. Okay, last chance. Sold for 30. All right, Stalin. Okay. And now everyone has a leader on their team. Henrik, for the first time, it is your pick on where we're going.
Oh yeah, cool. Let's see. Isabella.
Isabella. That is game... Where is she? Game 7. Took me a minute to find her. Isabella, game 7. All right, another leader with a very clear personality. She's the religious fanatic in Civ 4. She's definitely going to found a religion. She pretty much always founds one, and then she's going to love the people who share it and hate anyone who doesn't share the religion. This generally has tended not to work especially well in past seasons, but I think she does have 1 or 2 first place finishes. She does have a seafood resource, which is Spain's the only Civ in the game that can connect a seafood resource immediately and then also research a religion, the old Spain on a lake. Okay, so what's the opening bid, Henrik?
Let's start that with a very solid 7 gold.
7.
Hey,
13.
9.
Okay. 13 from Bellamorph.
15.
20.
20.
21.
Okay. Current bid is 21 from Bellamorph.
I'm out.
All right. So Oops is out. Anyone want to go to at least 22? Have this very trustworthy leader on your team. So the bid's 21. Anyone want to go higher? All right, I'm not hearing anyone, so it sounds like she's on your team. Bellamorph?
Nice. I like Isabella. Let's start
For 21.
on the best.
Hell yeah. I respect that.
Okay. We are almost to the halfway point on leaders, just as a FYI. There's 30, it says there's 33 remaining. So that means we've done right around 20. Hang in there, everybody. All right, where are we going next, Bellamorph?
All right. How about the goal?
Which game is that?
Game 8.
Game 8 goal.
Okay. Yeah, it took me a second to find him on the sheet. Okay. De Gaulle, who has the white borders in this game. We kind of made fun of him in the community because he had such terrible seasons in season 1 and 2. He's definitely not one of the better leaders. He's probably not like the absolute worst tier leaders, but I think it's fair to say he's not one of the better leaders for this competition. Industrious, charismatic. He likes to build wonders. Has a super high wonder train emphasis. And he likes espionage. He also is kind of infamous because they gave him the max score for will vassal himself to other AIs, but We turn off vassal states for these games, so that doesn't really matter. He also has the lowest piece weight in the game at 0 for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what the designers were doing at Firaxis when they created him. I think they were trying to make some kind of a joke, but in any way. We do still have De Gaulle to bid on, so you get to make the first bid, Bellamorph.
Yes, 9.
9.
14.
14. All right, Henrik has the bid right now. 14.
16.
Up to 16.
18.
19.
20.
20.
And so Oops jumped in first, so has 20.
21.
Some action on De Gaulle here. Henrik has it now at 21.
22.
And now over to...
23.
Okay, back to Henrik at 23. It's gonna
25.
25 for
All
Mika.
yours.
Sorry, what was your latest bid, Henrik? I know it was over 25.
No, I said it's all his.
Oh, you said it's all his. Okay, I was like, wait, what number is that? And no, you said it's all his. Okay, so
Alright.
so Mika, you have it for 25. I have De Gaulle for 25 at the moment. Does anyone want to go higher? I'll give you a couple seconds here if anyone wants to try to jump that. All right, looks like De Gaulle's yours for 25.
Okay. Really assembling a dream team.
The dream team, Monty, Roosevelt, De Gaulle.
Although that's what we said last year. Okay. So let's bid on. Let's do a fun one. Let's bid on Suleiman.
Okay.
Suleiman.
Game 8. Okay,
Yes,
he's in
mine's
this
the
game.
lowest bid.
He's in this game too, then, right? Okay. Yeah, here he is. Okay. Monster in the alternate histories last year. We didn't see it in the actual game, but he was apparently like incredibly strong on his map. He's got weird traits that pull in opposite directions. Philosophical, imperialistic. They're like diametrically opposed traits that don't fit that well. But we know imperialistic's good for AI Survivor. Other than that, he's just kind of a standard military leader. Like he fights wars, but not to like the Shaka degree. Other than that, there's just not a lot that makes him stand out. Although the Ottomans are an above average Civ in Civ 4 for these purposes. He's got a lot of jungle in this starting position. So, Amiko, what is your starting bid?
5 gold,
5.
which might win.
7.
I'll do 9.
And
All right, Bellamorph has the bid currently for 10.
Well,
Up to 12 now. All right, anyone want to go higher than 12? This lovely starting position down here. All right, I'm not hearing anyone, so I think Suleiman sold for 12, and that was oops, I forgot, right?
yep.
All right. Oops. Suleiman, and he is here. Okay.
All right. Let's go to a different game and let's do a fun one. Shaka.
Shaka, game 3. All right. Oh, Civ 4 just crashed. Hold on. Let me relog it.
Ominous.
Yeah, they felt the bump from Shaka coming.
It is amusing that right when I tried to load Shaka's starting position, the game just crashed.
It's a sign.
All right.
Shaka is going to ruin Rainer Kabak's game, isn't he?
Oh no, please.
Well, given the stage that we're in right now for the whole contest, maybe it's a sign that he's going to ruin the game of whoever gets him.
All right, I have it loaded again. So Shaka, super militaristic. I mean, I've been doing the comparisons with all these other leaders. Just fights and fights and fights, not very good at economy. Although he has done a little bit better than like Montezuma and Ragnar and Genghis Khan. He's definitely been more successful than them, which I think is probably just because the Zulus get the barracks, the Ikanda barracks that cuts maintenance costs, which he's going to build everywhere. So I think that probably is why he's done slightly better. Anyway, though, we get to bid on him here. So what's the opening bid? Oops.
15.
15. 20.
30.
Did you say?
Okay, we have a 30 from
Is
Henrik.
that 30?
Henrik has 30 at the moment.
35.
Ooh,
36.
high bids for Shaka.
40. The Australia.
Ooh, people like his starting position. That was 40 from Grillo.
41.
Okay. And then who is it that
41, Henrik.
41? And then I thought I heard Henrik. Yeah, 41.
50.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
50 from Oops. People like this start for Shaka. 51 from Henrik.
Whoa.
If you thought you were getting Shaka cheap, apparently you're not today. So Henrik has for 51 at the moment.
$52.
53.
A lot of people wanted Shaka, apparently. All right, 53 now from Henrik. So this is where the... 55, okay.
56.
Okay, we're on
61.
61. Okay, so Oops
I'm
just
all
going to
in.
go all in with all the remaining funds.
62.
Or oops.
All right, Oops is out. Can only spend 61, and we're on 62. Henrik currently has the bid for 62. I did not think we would get this high on Shaka. All right, anyone else want to try to bid higher? We are currently 62.
64.
Oh, 64 from Grillo.
I'll let him go.
Okay, so Henrik's dropping out. Anyone want to go higher than the 64? Except for Oops, who's out of money.
Yeah, I want to. But
I mean, but you loaded up on the Lincolns and Suleimans of the world, so sorry. 64, anyone going higher? If not, I think it's sold. All right, sold, and that was Grillo, correct? Make sure I have this right.
Yes.
Okay. Shaka, 64. Oh my. All right, now, as I said, that was not what I was expecting to see Shaka go for. He's gone... The only leaders higher than Shaka so far have been Justinian and Mansa. Wynakopek went for the same amount. Okay, big bids on Shaka. Okay.
Very good.
Obviously, a number of you looked at this and thought he had an excellent starting position here.
I think he gets to the championship a lot this year.
That will be fun if it happens. That'll be fun. Okay. Gotta keep-
yeah,
Right. Next up, Suryavarman, Game 7.
Okay. Thank you, Grillo. Suryavarman, Game 7. All right, is this our last Pool 1 leader? This is our last Pool 1 leader. Okay, so Suryavarman. Yeah, obviously he's been successful in the past because he's a Pool 1 leader. Good traits for expanding, expansive, creative. Has like the sweet spot on aggression and peace weight where it's low, but like low peace weight and good aggression without being like insanely aggressive. So he's definitely been one of the better leaders in the past. So we'll probably get a decent bid on him as well. Where are we starting, Grillo?
40.
40. Okay. Save us some time. He quieted the crowd.
this might
Okay,
be
50.
50 from Kajatlik. Yeah, everybody, we just jumped up pretty high on this one. Does anyone want to go higher than the 50? All right, a couple more seconds. If not, going over to Kajatlik for 50. All right, sold. Sold for 50. And our last pool 1 leader is out. 450. Okay. And Kajatlik, you are now the poor man in the group in terms of remaining funds to spend. Okay, we still got about we're right at the halfway point on leaders remaining. Just as an FYI, and it's your pick again on where we go next.
Yes, I'm looking at this, and there has been only one leader picked from game 5, and that's Pacal II. So I thought we should go for Darius the First.
Okay, game 5. All right, popping over to another one of our economic leaders, Darius. Really good traits for econ, financial, organized, peaceful leader, doesn't fight a lot of wars, high peace weight. If he gets left alone, he's going to run away with the game, and that kind of happened in the opening round. He had that happen last year. He had some really good starts. He's in the middle of the map this year, so it's going to be a little harder for him to just sit back and tech away. But, if he doesn't fight, he's probably going to run away with the game economically. So I think a lot of people in the community don't like him because he's kind of a boring leader, and he's kind of wasted a lot of really good starts. But any game he's in, he's always got a chance to win by spaceship because his traits are just so good. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and start the bidding then. Kajatlik, where do you want us to begin?
We start with 10.
10. I'm sure he'll go for more than that.
11.
Let's go
Yeah.
28.
28 from Henrik.
I'll do 29.
30.
You get 31.
34.
35.
36.
Who am I betting against? The Henry?
You're betting against Henrik. Henrik has spent 36 currently.
You're asking that.
Why does that matter?
It's getting personal.
37.
38.
39.
40.
41.
How long will this go on? We're on 41.
42.
43.
44.
This is great.
45.
Okay, all yours.
You were just pumping it up. All right. I'm happy with that.
All right, it's 45.
Don't pick at all.
And Henrik's dropped out of the bidding. Does anyone want to go higher than ASM's 45? I'm guessing not, but I wanted to give a chance here. All right, it looks like you have Darius antisocial for 45.
Yay.
Team Financial, it seems.
Indeed. Let's pick another financial leader. Okay, where is she? Victoria.
Victoria, all right, game 6.
Game 8. Or 6.
Game 6.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. All right, Victoria, like you said, another financial leader. Great traits, financial imperialistic. They've graded out as the best traits over the years. She has not been one of the best leaders, though, and it seems like her personality is not a great fit for this overall situation because she's only won 1 game, and she's had a lot of disappointing finishes. Peaceful leader, doesn't fight a whole lot, mostly wants to sit back and build. I will say that she seems like she has a pretty good capital for her starting techs because England's fishing mining, and this is a pretty good start for that. Okay, where do we want to do in terms of the bidding for Victoria? You have the first bid, antisocial.
I'll start at a Gandhi-ish 15.
15.
Hey, not so Gandhi-ish, 17.
All right, up to 17 from Oops.
I'll go 80.
Sorry, 20.
All right, up to 20 now, also from Oops, after getting bid up. Not a lot of love for Victoria on this map, I see. Does anyone want to go higher than the 20? I mean, I know she's no Shaka, but... All right, last chance. All right, Oops, sold to you for 20. Okay, Oops.
All right.
Victoria. Can I spell? Victoria for 20. All right. And now you inherit the title of poorest member in the competition.
Hey, I might be poor in money, but I'm rich in leader power.
True. You also have 6 leaders already, which is also the most.
I am pretty happy with how my team is turning out, especially since I'm pretty sure I can get at least one more leader. So I'm happy with this. In the meantime, let's do Frederick as the next one.
Frederick, game 3. Okay. All right, Freddie, another econ leader. Not one of the better econ leaders. He basically tries to play the same game plan as like Mansa Musa or Gandhi, but he just doesn't do it as well. And his traits are not as good, and his Civ is not as good. Germany, not a particularly good Civ in Civ 4 because all their stuff comes so late. Yeah, so he's just kind of an ineffective form of trying to be Gandhi or Mansa Musa. Has not had much success in the past. He's been one of the least successful leaders. I actually would probably put him in the bottom 5 of AI Survivor leaders, but that's just me. And with that lovely introduction to Frederick, where are we going to start the bidding? Oops.
We'll start with lucky number 13.
15.
13, I said.
Or 13,
Oh,
sorry.
Stop lucky. Okay.
15.
20.
Ooh, 20. Okay.
Oh wow, you did win again.
Yeah, he did. I know, right? A lot of leaders have won at least one by now. Okay, the bid is 20 from Oops at the moment.
Oh, sorry, I said 21.
Oh, sorry, Amika for 21 then. Anyone want to go higher than the 21? All right, last chance.
22.
22. Oops, jumping in. All right, anyone want to go higher? If not, Frederick's going over to the big team with 6 leaders already.
23.
23.
Do this to me, Amika. This is getting a bit agonizing. 24.
Oh, I'd feel so smart if you won, but no, it's yours.
Okay. All right, so it's bid up to 24. Does the last chance if anyone wants to go higher than that? I'm guessing no. All right, sold to you, Oops, for 24.
I think that's probably a really good bid.
All right, Frederick for 24.
I feel like these last couple weeks have been more risky for me, so I'm starting to get a little bit more. But we will see how this goes. All right. Let's see.
We have... We are exactly at the halfway point, just FYI. We've done 26, there's 26 more.
Oh goodness, I have only 17 gold. This is the opposite of my last option. Yeah, when you have 17 gold, the bids get a lot more difficult. Or who to put up gets a lot more difficult to decide. Apologies for the hold up. Let us go with Joao.
All right. Game 6. Okay, the leader's name I can never pronounce because it's hard for English speakers, which I am. So Portugal's leader, really good expanding traits, right? Expansive, imperialistic. Should be good at doing that. Unfortunately, he hasn't really done all that much great since then. He seems to be kind of in the middle of like a lot of regards. Middle peace weight, middle aggression, middle build wonders, blah, blah, blah. I think his peace weight is 6. So he's just like kind of in the middle in a lot of ways. He has had a couple good games. He did win a game last year, his opening round game last year. He's not like one of the worst leaders, but he's not one of the best leaders as well. Like I said, he's kind of somewhere in between. And in any case, oops, you picked him, so you get to make the first bid.
17?
17.
18. Sorry, 18. 30.
Ooh, 30 from Bellamorph. That's a jump. You may have scared everybody off. Sorry, go ahead, Henrik.
31.
32.
People like this start, apparently.
34.
35.
To 35 now from Henrik.
I'm not going any higher.
All right, Henrik has it for 35, and Bellamorph just jumped out of the bidding war. Does anyone want to go higher than the 35? Last chance. All right, sold to you, Henrik, for 35. Went for more than the Stalin. Interesting. Where is he on this list? Did you think that Joao was go for more than Stalin?
I definitely didn't. I thought Stalin would out of a better spot, but I think 35 is still cheap. I would have thought both would be 40 to 50 personally.
I was willing to bid more on.
You're like, I was willing to bid more. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, if it didn't build them at the start, I would have bid more on Joao.
All right. So Henrik, you have the pick on where to go next.
Mao Zedong.
All right, Mao. Game 1. Okay. Game 1. All right, Mao, other Chinese leader, more successful historically. His traits are not that great. Again, he's not super aggressive, but not exactly a peaceful leader either. I think the most distinguishing thing about him is he has some of the lowest religious scores in the game. Like, he just doesn't really care much about religion. It's one of the things that stands out. He has a lot of second place finishes. He's been in the wildcard game a lot as well. So another one of those leaders who's good at not dying, but not great at actually winning the game. He kind of often is like backdoored into second places because he just doesn't die while everybody else is dying. So not the most dynamic leader, but it's, you know, he's been reasonably successful. He is a pool 2 leader, so like he is not bad by any means, but there's other leaders that do outshine him for sure. Okay, Henrik, what's our opening bid?
20.
20.
25.
What did Kublai go for? Oh, 50. 26.
28.
Henrik and Bellamorph going at it again. 28 from Bellamorph currently. Does anyone want to go higher? We're still on the 28. All right, last chance. All right, over to your team, Bellamorph, for 28.
Okay.
Okay, Mal. One of our remaining pool 2 leaders out. Okay. So again, just a quick look at funds here. Again, Bellamorph 47, oops, 17. Jotlik is at 45. Everyone else probably has enough to bid for whatever leader they want at this point.
28 for Mao Zedong, not 38.
Ah,
I'm a bit richer than that.
you are right. My apologies. I typed that in wrong.
Thank you.
You're a little bit richer. Yes,
Right.
sorry about that.
Let's go for Pericles.
Okay, Pericles. Game 4. Game 4. All right, other Greek leaders. You guys know the starting position because I already accidentally put it on screen earlier today. Unlike Alex, much more peaceful leader, high peace weight, likes to chase after cultural victories. Doesn't do it quite as well as Gandhi, but still reasonably effective. He's won a couple games in the past. Generally wants to be left alone and not get into a bunch of fights. It's kind of interesting the two Greek leaders are right next to each other, but that's just how they ended up being drawn. All right, so what is our opening bid for Pericles?
Well,
12.
16.
17.
18.
19.
Excuse me. All right, Antisocial has the current bid at 19.
To be honest, I was just trying to get the price up, but
Does anyone want to spend 20?
oh no, oh no.
He's all yours.
All right, last chance. Anyone want to go higher than the 19 that ASM was unsuccessfully trying to bid up? Looks like you're stuck with him. Welcome aboard.
I was actually wanting him.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's not a financial leader, so I don't know if he fits with the rest of the team now. Okay, Pericles off the board.
Well, I mean, someone has to like survive Mansa in this game.
That's true. Does have this similar piece weight to Mansa. That's true. A little bit lower though. I think he's 6 and Mansa's 9, if I remember correctly. Anyway, you have the choice of where to go next, ASM.
Okay. Did we do Ragnar yet?
We did do Ragnar.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought we did had it.
He was very early on Oops's team.
Okay. Let's do Hannibal, another financial leader.
All right. Hannibal, this will be fun. All right, now Hannibal. I know a lot of people in the AI Survivor community have some strong opinions about Hannibal. There's definitely a current that he's undervalued right now, and that he's actually a lot better than what we have in the numbers because he's very good for. I think he's quite good for like playing high level immortal and deity games. Has financial trait, has charismatic trait, which is very good when you're playing on high difficulty because you need that extra happiness. The general feeling, though, is he once again has drawn a bad starting position, that he's drawn a lot of bad starting positions in these various seasons just due to dumb luck. He's also got these weird blue borders because we had too many colors that were yellow and brown and whatever on this map. And we had the Dutch, so they got the orange borders. So I'll be curious to see where the bidding comes out for this particular one, but you get to make the first bid, Antisocial Monkey.
I will start at 1 for the number of strategic resources near him. Or military resources near him. So I start at 1. I do not want this man.
13.
Someone did too.
All right, Bellamorph jumped to 30.
75. Oh,
Okay.
Wait, somebody said 30?
Right.
where are we at now?
Bellamorph said 30.
Said 30.
13.
Oh, 13. I'm sorry. I thought you said 30.
I said
13.
25.
What's that so-
Let's go.
Okay, 25 from Henrik then. Sorry about that.
– 26.
30.
See, we got to 30 anyway. 30 from Henrik, who has the big. Henrik and Amika have the big purses at the moment. All right, does anyone want to go higher than the 30?
Okay, 40.
40?
31.
Okay, 41.
I like Hannibal. What can I say?
Same.
But Henrik jumped you for 41, I believe.
No, that's too much for me. I like him, I don't love him.
I like him, I don't love him.
Where are you?
All right, does anyone want to go higher than the 41? I think Hannibal's yours, Henrik. I know he's a favorite of yours. 41. Okay. Where's the, which game is this? Here we go. Yeah, I just want to point out there were some people I know when I posted this starting position said that he had like the worst start of anyone this season, but he's going for 41 in the fantasy, so he must not be completely terrible this season.
I mean, it's got a lot of floodplains. Is it really that bad?
Hannibal can win because he's far away from Shaka. Shaka's going to ruin everyone else's game, right?
Exactly.
It makes you wine a cake
That's a good
without that.
I am really curious how this map's going to play out. This is one of the opening round games I'm most interested in. This just seems like a really fascinating game.
Yes.
But we won't get to play it for a few weeks, so we'll see. Okay, but Henrik, it is your leader, and that means it is your pick on where we go next.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Hatchetson.
Okay, Hattie. She is in game 5. All right, now you guys all know what I'm going to say about this game, about her. The only leader who has never scored a point in AI Survivor, but has been unlucky. She's been close to scoring points in the past, and really dominated the alternate histories from her opening round game last year. So she's another peaceful leader, spiritual creative. She likes to build wonders. She likes to found religions. Even though she doesn't start with mysticism, she has decent odds. Well, maybe not in this game because there's 3 people who start with mysticism, but normally she has decent odds to found a religion. Been a little bit unlucky. I wouldn't say she's one of the best leaders, but she definitely is decent and probably better than what we've seen thus far. In any case, Henrik, you get the first bid, so where do you want to start us off with it for her?
12.
30.
Say 13.
Yeah, Jamie was
13.
that was 13, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it cut off at
Yeah.
the end. 15.
60.
Okay, so we're on 16 from Jamie at the moment.
17.
And now Henrik has it for 17. And then it got quiet. Does anyone want to go higher than 17 for the leader who has never scored a point? All right, last chance. Henrik, your team is filling up. 17 for Hatshepsut. All right, and Hatshepsut is off the table. Okay. Well, once again, it is your pick because you have the most recent leader. Where do you want to take us?
Let's go Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, game 7. All right.
Sorry to make you jump around the games.
No, that's why we do this, is so we can take a look. Also, just so that there's something on screen that people can actually look at and not just a little Discord bubble lighting up constantly. Okay, Elizabeth, another one of the game's better economic leaders. Her traits are slightly anti-synergistic, philosophical, financial, do pull you somewhat in other directions, but she's still a good economic leader. A real threat to win the game by space or culture. She wants to be left alone. If she gets left alone, she does well. If not, she does poorly. So had her best results season 1 and 2 of AI Survivor, in part because she was still getting the free deity starting text. Has not won a game since then, but did come close a couple times. A little bit unlucky last year as well, because she did pretty well in the alternate histories, if not in the actual game. But in any case, it's time to bid. So what is it? You have the same bid again, Henrik.
10.
17.
Okay, way to jump up to 17. Does anyone want to go higher than 17? If not, we can be done with this pretty quickly.
19.
Okay, up to 19 from Bellamorph. Anyone want to go higher? If not, sorry, was that a bid? Okay, I'm going to assume not. I think we're still on Bellamorph for 19 right now. All right, last chance. All right, Elizabeth sold to you, Belmore, for 19. My wife will be happy to know that Elizabeth is on your team because Elizabeth is her name. So she's always asks how Elizabeth does in this competition. All right, well, you have the next pick. We're starting to get down to the remaining. I think we're down to about 20 leaders left, so there's not that many more. Where do you want to take us?
Let's go to Brennus.
Brennus, okay. Game 5.
Game 5.
All right, one of our 2 Celtic leaders. He's pretty straightforward. He's another one of the military plus religious leaders. He's probably going to found a religion, although maybe not in this game. Maybe, actually, he probably will. There's a lot of people who start with mysticism in this game, though. And he generally likes to fight people who don't have his religion and be friends with those who do. His traits are okay, but not amazing. He's been kind of an uninteresting leader because he's not like hilariously bad, but also not actually good. He's somewhere in the middle. And yeah, that's, like I said, not the most interesting of our leaders, but somewhat successful in the past. Okay, start us off with a bid, Bellamorph. 11.
I'll bid 17.
Okay. Oops is bidding 17.
20.
Okay.
21.
22.
23.
Mika and Grillo bidding up here.
25.
Okay, 25 from Amika.
You're breaking my heart.
I know, every single time. That's true.
Breaking my heart.
Great minds.
Grillo, do you or anyone else want to go higher than the 25 that Amika's bid? All right, last chance. If not, Brennus is going over to Amika.
26.
Okay, 26.
Can't believe you do that.
This is Amika and Grillo are bidding right now.
27.
27 from Amika,
28.
28 from Grillo. They're in a bidding war.
Pass.
Alright, Dad.
These two both really want Brennus.
Yeah,
All right,
it is what it is.
you're dropping out, Amika. Okay, so does anyone want to go higher than the 28 Grillo bid? I'm guessing not, but I wanted to give you a last chance if anyone did. All right, over to you, Grillo, for 28. All right, Brennus. So I'm guessing both of you saw something you liked in his starting position in this one.
Yeah, that's a really good starting position.
Or we're both just maniacs.
Yeah, or we're done. That's possible.
All right, but
Yeah,
Grillo,
that's-
since you won, you do have the
Gilgamesh.
pick. Sorry, which one?
Gilgamesh, game 2.
Gilgamesh. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was talking over you by accident. Okay. All right, Gilgamesh, one of our few remaining seated leaders, pool 2. Another militaristic leader, likes to declare wars at a high aggression rating. Unlike a lot of our other militaristic leaders, though, he actually likes to build wonders, and he's actually somewhat of a threat to win a culture victory. He also has creative trait, which is pretty good for AI Survivor purposes. He has had some really good seasons and also some complete dud seasons, so he's a bit binary in terms of his outcomes. But he's got the southwest starting position on this map, and Grillo, you get to make the first bid.
Start with 14.
Okay, 14.
I'll do 15.
17.
18.
25.
Okay. I think that was Henrik who had the 25.
Yes, sir.
26.
27.
28.
29.
Bidding's
30.
going up fast here.
Who am I bidding against?
31.
Yeah, it's Amika, Antisocial, and Henrik are all bidding right now.
32.
What does it matter? 35.
I know your budget. 36.
38.
Okay, Belmorph just jumped in at 38. Going up fast. A lot of people bidding.
40.
Okay.
He was pricing the poor man out.
Yeah.
So Henrik has the current bid for 40, which I know puts one or two, I think, yeah, a couple people are already outbid at the 40. But Henrik has it at 40 right now.
41.
42.
Okay, so Tamika has the bid at 43 right now.
Pass.
And that was a pass. Does anyone want to go higher than the 43?
Okay, 45. That's the
Okay.
rest of my money.
Kotliak's going all in at 45.
This keeps happening.
You have the most money.
You can't have it all crazy. You need to bid on the Montezumas and the Roosevelts. Yeah, pass.
Okay. So it sounds like it's going to Kachotliak for 45. Last chance. Anyone want to go higher? All right, sold, and you are out of money. So Kachotliak, you could just get to be an observer.
Yeah, but I think I have a good team.
You have a pretty good team, I think.
Yeah.
But even though I cannot bid on the next leader, I am to choose the next.
You do get
why
to
not?
pick the next one. That's right. You still get to pick
Yeah.
for the next one. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot of pretty good leaders there. Not bad.
So I am looking at what is left, and the one that I would have liked to have if I had to choose one of those that are left is actually Charlemagne in Game 7. So
All right.
we go with Charlemagne now.
Let's do it. All right. Charlemagne. So known for being the season 4 champion. He actually did win the overall competition. Good expanding traits with the imperialistic, protective, actually not that bad for AI Survivor. It's not great, but it's not that bad. He's another religious plus military leader. He's usually going to found a religion, and then he's going to like people who share his religion. Biggest issue for him, his starting techs are really bad outside of founding a religion. Mysticism, hunting, not good. Despite having the game's unique unit courthouse building, the Rathouse, he's also not that good as an economic leader. And he also does he kind of does a lot of dumb stuff too. But yeah, I mean, he's a seeded leader. Yeah, he's a seeded leader. He has won the overall championship. He has some wins before. So definitely not a bad leader, but probably not top tier. Close to the top. I think pool 2 is a good place for him anyway. All right, now Kajatlik has no money, so cannot afford a bid. So we'll just start the bid at 1 and go from there.
Probably 2, 3, 5. What?
6,
7.
8.
This is why we don't start at 1 normally.
16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
Save us a little time. People had some strong opinions about this starting position, I remember. So I think Antisocial is the bid right now at 16. Okay, not a lot of people jumping in. Does anyone want to go higher than 16? 17 from Oops.
18.
Okay, and now Oops is out of the bidding for this one. Do you like dies? This is the starting position for them. So we're on 18 from Antisocial right now.
I like the uranium. I think that's a very promising thing to have in the big fat cross.
The uranium, yeah, that'll come in handy on like turn 300. Okay, anyone want to go higher than the 18? If not, we can wrap up the bidding. I'll give you one more chance. All right, sold for 18. Charlemagne for 18. All right, Charlie, where is he? Okay. I don't think people are too down on this starting position, but he is a pool 2 leader for a relatively cheap price, so might turn out well. And ASM, you have the pick on where to go. Oh, well, before we do that, let's just look at who's left real quick in terms of the leaders. So who do we have? We have, how many leaders is this remaining? 17, okay. So it says there's 17 total leaders remaining. The only seated leader remaining is Louis. So that's like, what, a little bit less than 1/3 of the leaders are left. And then Amika still has the big purse, and then a number of people are getting low on what they still have left. Okay, ASM, where do you want us to go next?
I'll do Louis.
Louis, okay. Our last seated leader. All right, Louis. So, as most of you probably know, the winner of our last season, winner of Season 7, had a very, very dominant Season 7 and helped propel Amika to the fantasy crown last season. He played in 3 games and won 3 games, was very dominant. That said, he had not really done a whole lot in previous seasons, and the biggest issue with Louis is his traits and his personality kind of pull him in opposite directions. Creative and industrious. Creative is an expansive trait. Industrious is a go tall vertical trait. They kind of go in opposite directions. Louis also likes to build wonders, but he also likes to declare wars, and like that is kind of a schizophrenic personality. So when it comes together, he can do really well, but when it doesn't come together, he can just kind of be like trying to do 8 different things at once, and it doesn't really work. So as you said, he's kind of all over the place, but it did work last year. And ASM, you get to make the bid. So where do you want to start us out?
I'll start it at 15, like Gandhi.
15. All right, starting at 15. Oh, not a lot of love for the current champion. Oops, what was that?
I'll go home.
Okay, so that was 17.
20.
Okay, 20 from Amika. Got to have him on the team again. Well, I don't see a ton of people jumping in. Does anyone want to go higher than 20 who still can afford to go higher than 20, I mean?
I'll do 21. I'm just thinking about it. So I'll do 21.
Yep, Antisocial has it at the moment.
22.
22 back to Amika.
23.
25.
25 from Amika.
26.
Got a bidding war here with Antisocial Monkey and Amika. All right, Antisocial Monkey has it for 26 right now.
27.
28.
I'll go 30.
Okay, 30 from
I'll
Amika.
just do 32.
And ASM's all in at 32.
Yes, okay.
I mean, when am I going to go with 4 points?
All right, so you're priced out, Antisocial, as Amika's gone to 33.
Bad.
Okay. Does anyone else want to... No one else was bidding, but does anyone want to jump over the 33? All right, does not look like it. Last chance. All right, sold to you for 33.
All right. Former champion. Back again.
Back again.
Um,
I mean, it certainly worked last year.
Well, yeah. I did win that very important coin flip. Let's go for... Let's keep it in the same game. Augustus.
Augustus. All right. Okay, other Caesar. People usually think of Julius Caesar when they're thinking about Rome. Very different personality than Julius Caesar. Augustus Caesar, not that warlike, has a much higher peace weight, likes to sit back and build wonders. Again, has kind of weird traits that don't synergize. Industrious, imperialistic don't really match very well. Has not been too effective in past AI Survivor seasons. Definitely not as successful as Julius Caesar. But has definitely drawn a starting position that works well with his traits. And yeah, we'll see what... Well, I'm curious to see what people think of this starting position, actually. I'm very, very curious. So, Amika... Or no, yeah, Amika, you won the last bid, so you get to make the first call here.
Yeah. I will make the first bid at 10 gold.
Okay, 10.
20.
Okay, just jump to 20 with Henrik.
Oh.
Okay, not a lot after that bid. Does anyone want to try to go higher than the 20?
21.
Okay, Jamie to 21.
22.
Back to Henrik at 22. All right, so it's back to Henrik at 22 after Jamie bid it up a little bit. All right, anyone else? I'll give you one more chance. If not, we'll move on with the 22 bid. All right, purchased to you, Henrik, for 22. Where's Henrik? Here we go, Augustus for 22. We cross off another leader. Where's Augustus? Here we go. All right. So a number of these games do not have that many leaders left. We have game 6, 7, and 8 only have one leader left apiece. Then the others still have a few more. Henrik, it's your call on where we go next, though.
Hammurabi.
Hammurabi, game 1. Okay. All right, Hammurabi, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's on the short list of least popular leaders in this competition. People generally don't seem to like him very much. He's another peaceful builder. The big problem is his traits don't fit at all with a peaceful builder. He's aggressive, organized, and that just doesn't fit. He generally likes to just sit back in the corner and build wonders, which is not very effective. He did win his opening round game last year. And I think, yeah, like I said, I don't think he's one of the more popular leaders. And he has not been very successful, but I don't know. He's got kind of a weird personality for someone who's supposed to be a peaceful builder because his traits are so bizarrely ill-suited to the way he plays the game. But in any case, it's time to bid on him. So, Henrik, you get to make the first bid.
Let's go 14.
14.
15.
17.
18.
All right, Grillo has it for 18 at the moment. Having priced out Oops once again. And then it got quiet. Does anyone want to go to at least 19?
I'll go 29.
29. Okay.
Wait, is it 18? I meant 19.
19.
I meant one.
That's what I thought. Okay, 19.
Sorry.
I was going to say, that's a big jump. Yeah, so Amika...
So did someone just go up to 20?
I did go to 20.
Oh, here we go again, Amika and Grillo.
Always you. Yeah, it is literally always. 21.
22.
This is Amika and Grillo bidding here. Grillo has it for 22 right now. For whatever reason, these two always bid against each other. Must be reading the games very similarly.
25.
So,
Cool. Jump of 2. Pass.
Okay, so Grillo has it for 27 and Amika just dropped out. Did anyone want to go higher than the 27? I'm guessing no, but I'll check. All right, Grillo, you have picked up Hammurabi for the 27.
Gandhi's looking like a steal, guys.
Yeah, the Gandhi for 15 looks pretty good in retrospect. Okay, Hammurabi off the board. We are down to
Oh, we don't have to save up points for
14 leaders
C
left.
and Mansa and Justinian, so.
Okay. We are down to we have 14 leaders remaining, 14 to go, and Grillo, it's your pick on which one to do next.
let's go to Zara Yaqob in game 4.
Okay, Zara, game 4. All right, Zara, he's basically known for two things. One is he came in second place in the very first season after making a run through the wildcard game. The other thing he's known for is getting killed by Alex, which has happened like 3 different times, I think, across the various years. And he's actually in the same game as Alex again. Although Alex is on the opposite side of the map. Oh, no, Alex is down here. I did it again. Alex is the red leader down here. Creative, organized, has creative trait, which is pretty good for AI Survivor. Organized, not so great. Likes to found religions a lot, even though he doesn't start with mysticism tech. Actually has pretty high religious emphases. Otherwise, kind of middle of the road in terms of aggression, train units, declare wars, etc. Okay, Grillo, you have the first bid.
Let's start at 16.
17.
Are you, Jamie?
That's Jamie with the 17, which is priced oops out once again.
20.
Okay, 20 from
21.
Amika. 21.
22.
23.
24.
3.
This is Jamie.
Sorry, what
has
was that bid?
Jamie has the latest bid, I think, for 25. Is that right?
Yes.
26.
Mika and Jamie are bidding right now. Mika has it for 26. All right, so Mika currently has it for 26. Jamie, I don't know if you want to keep bidding. Or anyone else, of course. But the current bid is 26. All right, last chance. If not, Zara is going over for 26. All right, sold to you, Amika, for 26.
Okay.
For 26. Did I misspell that? Yes, I did.
Cool. Happy with that one.
Okay, whoops, there we go.
If only it wasn't for Jamie. Let's do Boudica. That's an interesting one.
Boudica, okay. She's in game 1. Game 1, okay. And of course, Civ4 crashes again. Let me reboot it. Shaka and Boudica are the crashes, yeah. I don't know why loading these save game files is causing the game to crash. That's an odd thing to be triggering them. All right, gotta put in debug mode again. Okay. All right, we're back. Boudica, another one of the game's aggressive leaders. Her traits are just fight, 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 aggressive, charismatic. She has had some of the most abysmally bad economy management we've seen out of leaders in this competition. But she does get a lot of promotions. That's something. Also, bizarrely, will not declare war at pleased, which is really weird for a leader who has her situation, but she won't. And that causes problems sometimes. But she has done well in some games in the past. She did do a little bit better when we were still getting the free deity techs than more recently. But in any case, she's in the first game. She has this Western starting position. And Amika, you get to make the first bid again.
Yeah. Which, having said all of that, I didn't actually think about it. But, Tango.
10.
I'll do 11.
Well,
13.
All right, Antisocial has the bid for 13 currently.
It's because of the uranium resource. That's what all my bids have in common. Yeah.
15.
That's
I'll go. I have to go to 17.
You guys are so mean to oops. You guys are so mean. Antisocial has for 17 right now.
Who can bully me next?
Does anyone want to go above the 17 that Antisocial has for this bid? All right, one more chance. All right, Boudica sold to your team for 17. Boudica for 17. All right.
I figure pick the only one with mysticism. That'll be Hail Mary.
And now you are the short purse, aside from Kajatlik, who's already finished for today. All right, where are we going next, ASM?
I'll do Ramesses from game 5.
Okay, Ramses, game 5. All right, Ramses. So we have double Egypt this game. He had to change his colors, so he's got the Saladin colors for this game. Similar to Hatshepsut in a lot of ways, another peaceful builder. He has industrious trait, spiritual industrious. He had not really done a whole lot in this competition until last year. We had a nice run. Had some good starting positions, but also played well. He was another leader that the community sentiment was he was probably a little bit better than he had been in terms of scoring points, and he kind of showed that last year. Again, he's a little bit too peaceful, I think, to be like an actual... He's definitely not one of the top tier leaders, but he's actually not that bad of a builder. It helps being attached to Egypt, which is one of the better civs in Civ 4. So anyway, he's got this position. He's next to Ashoka and Darius. Oh god, it's going to be a peaceful love fest, isn't it? But anyway, ASM, you get the first bid. So what do you want to bid for Ramses?
I'll just do 15.
Okay, all 15 gold.
16.
Well, if you leave that open and you're just inviting me to say 17.
18.
Okay, so Jamie has the bid for 18. Amika just went to 20.
22.
Uh, 23.
24.
25.
26.
Scrollo and Jamie are in a bidding war right now.
Bit. Might as well go in. I'll go all in. 31.
32.
Okay. Grollo's been priced out. All right, Grollo, you're priced out, so Jamie has the bid right now at, I think, 32.
33.
33. All right, now Amika's in a bidding war with Jamie.
34.
All right, people seem to like this start.
35.
35 from Amika, bidding with Jamie here.
36.
People like this start. 37 from Amika. They're just bidding back and forth right now. All right, it's currently 37 from Amika. I think, Jamie, you've been bidding back and forth. Did you want to go higher?
As much as Ramses is my one true love, I can't
Okay. All right. Does anyone else want to, who still has enough money to do so, want to bid more than the 37 that Amika has at the moment? All right, last chance. All right, sold. 37 for Ramses.
I knew we had that problem, Jamie. You were talking about how you wanted to bid on Ramses, and I was like, no, I love Ramses. I have to bid on him.
They're mean.
We're both doing the meme bid.
Nobody just
Okay.
any good thing about my team last year.
Yes. Maybe.
That's a little more than I thought he would go for, but it looks like he has a... He's not going to get... Let's put it this way. He's probably not going to get attacked in this game.
Yeah. Well, I think he's one of the best leaders, but his start kind of sucks. But I do think he's like a top 5 leader. Anyway.
Oh, interesting. Wow. I don't know about that.
Let's go for Tokugawa.
Toku. All right, game 2. Game 2. All right. Well, Toku, known for having another clear personality. He's the isolationist leader in Civ 4. He won't sign open borders with you. You have to be, most leaders sign open borders at cautious. He has to be pleased to sign open borders. He also has traits that are not very good from an economic perspective. Aggressive, protective. He gets a lot of promotions. And yet his personality is not that aggressive. Like it's not Gandhi or anything, but he doesn't fight that much. And he actually can sometimes do surprisingly well in terms of science if he gets left alone. So he's actually not that bad of a builder, even though his traits don't synergize with that at all. Of course, there's also a lot of games where his economy is just an absolute disaster because his traits are so terrible. And I wouldn't say he's been too successful in past years, but you know, he's had a couple games where he's done reasonably well. All right, so Amika, you won the last bid. You get to make the first bid here for Toku.
Yeah, let's go for a massive 10 gold.
Do 15.
Okay, so that's Antisocial Monkey for the 15.
He's gonna pick out.
not a lot of people
pick out
jumping in.
Justinian.
17.
Okay, Oops gonna also jump in with 17. All right, does anyone want to spend at least 18 for Tokugawa? All right, last chance. All right, looks like your team is complete. Oops, because you've been able to spend the remaining gold on Toku.
All right. I'm gonna be honest here. I would have spent, if this was earlier in the auction, I would have spent a lot more than that on Toku. So I'm super happy with getting him with my last bid when I wasn't sure I was going to ever get anybody. All right, let's start to knock some games out. Let's do Cyrus.
Okay, game 8. All right, this is going to finish up game 8 with Cyrus. Other Persian leader, probably not as well known as Darius overall. Good expansive traits, charismatic, imperialistic, good for expanding, charismatic, not as good for the AI as it is for humans on high difficulty, but not terrible. He did really well in Season 2. He really should have won Season 2, but Wina Kopek pulled a cultural victory out of like his rear end to actually win instead of Cyrus. Hasn't done as well since then, but he's almost a seeded leader. He's pretty close to being a seeded leader. So has had some good games, has been pretty successful in the past, reasonably popular leader in our competition. And we have to start the bidding at 1 gold because Oops does not have anything to spend. So we'll just start at 1.
2.
17.
30.
Was that...
30.
30. 30.
All right, 30 from Henrik. That was Henrik, right? Or was that Jamie?
I just went 31.
32.
Okay, we're up to 32.
33.
Oh, okay.
35.
People like this start a lot.
36.
We have a 3-way bidding war here.
44.
Oh, wow.
You suck.
Henrik jumped right to 44 to price out almost everybody else.
45.
Okay.
What was that?
45.
46.
47.
Henrik and Jamie are the only two who can afford this
55.
now. Okay. So Henrik just went straight to 55, but Jamie can outbid if desired. I really like this start.
56.
Fuck.
All right. Well, that's it. There's no more bids to place because Jamie, no one can outbid you. So you have Cyrus for 56. Wow, big price for Cyrus. You guys must really like him.
That's a really good bid. That's
Just my fury for having lost Ramsey.
All right.
no, that's a
Cyrus.
really good bid.
Just to take a quick look at this starting position. So I'm assuming from your takes that a lot of you think he's the favorite in this game, just from this start. People really like this.
Charismatic is so good on that map. It's got like no luxuries on it.
Yeah, it's a little bare. Is a little bit bare, isn't it? Well, there's some,
See golden gems and wine. Oh,
but there's
That's
not.
why I picked.
No early luxuries, I should say.
No early. Yeah, not too many early.
gold.
Yeah, there's only a little
Well,
ivory and fur.
That's one of the reasons why I picked Charlie, because he's next to like all the luxuries and all the elephants.
Well, I'm tempted to think you guys are probably right because like 4 of you simultaneously thought this was a really good start. So it'll be fun to see how it plays out. But in any case, Cyrus did go over to Jamie. And so Jamie, you will get our pick of who's left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 leaders remaining to pick from. Which one do you want us to pick next?
Let's go for Napoleon.
Napoleon. All right. This will cross off game 6. All right, Napoleon. Let's see. Is he... Yeah, okay. He is this one. Okay. Napoleon, another really basic leader. He's just super militaristic. He has like the highest trained unit emphasis out of like any leader. It's like him and Ragnar are like the highest for trained units in the game. Very low peace weight, very high aggression rating. Economy, what's economy? He doesn't really understand how to do that. The one thing that hurts him is his traits don't really fit that. Organized, charismatic, not I mean, charismatic has some synergy, but organized really doesn't. He'd probably be more effective if he had aggressive as a trait, but he does not. In any case, though, this is his starting position, and Jamie, you get to make the first bid.
10.
10.
15.
15.
16.
16.
Our belt.
17.
Okay. It's Jamie with 17 at the moment. Now,
18.
okay, 18 for Bellamorph. Now Bellamorph has it at 18. A lot of you guys have not a lot of money to spend. So this is where it gets tough.
19.
All right, over to Amika.
20.
20. Back to Bellamorph at 20.
21.
22.
So Amika and Bellamorph are bidding, but it's back to Bellamorph at 22.
20 plus.
Damn, it's not close. I thought faster as well.
Yeah, that was very close.
So is
You
it?
might have been right there.
I think is it still Bellamorph for the 22 bid?
Yeah,
Okay, and I think that you're gonna.
unless someone else.
I think you win this because I don't think anyone goes higher. Does anyone want to jump higher than 22? Last chance. All right, looks like Napoleon's yours for 22.
That might be a steal as well.
Yeah, it probably kills Gandhi.
Most likely.
There is some real snowball potential for him on this map. I agree. There's also the potential that he spends the entire early game ramming axes into cities behind walls and does nothing. But as always, we'll find out. All right, yeah. So now we're down to, what is it? 8 leaders left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 8 leaders left, and not a lot of gold for everybody to spend. Where are we going next, Bellamorph?
William.
All right, Willem, game 3. Another one I'm very interested to see what people bid on this one. Okay, Willem, so he loves really, really, really good economic traits, creative financial. He loves going for cultural victories. Infamous in our competition for not researching rifling tech and dying stupidly when he easily could defend himself. If he gets left alone, he has really good odds to win a peaceful victory of some kind, but he often does not get left alone because he'll be researching flight and he still has longbows defending his cities. Anyway, you won the last bid, so you get to start us out, Bellamorph, and I'm really interested to see what everybody comes up with for this one.
Well, I go for 16.
20.
All right, Henrik's in for 20 at the moment.
21. 21.
22.
We're back to Henrik with 22.
23.
And Amika's the other one bidding at 23 now. I realize a lot of you are priced out at this point, but it's still 23 to Amika at the moment. All right, does anyone want to go higher? Or are we going to sell Willem for 23? All right, last chance. All right, sold to you for 23, Amika.
Love that.
23, Willem. All right. Teams are starting to get filled out now. All right. Which of our remaining leaders do you want to bid on next?
Yeah, good question. Let's do Bismarck.
Bismarck, game 2. Okay. All right, Bismarck, where is he? Oh, he's got the... Okay, here he is. I had to change his colors because we already had Justinian in this game. Okay, Bismarck, German leader in this game. Traits are kind of meh. They're not great, not terrible, somewhere in between. He's another leader who has... his various stats are mostly in the middle of the scale. Like, I think he's a 4 out of 10 on peace weight. Aggression rating is kind of in the middle. Build units, train wonder. He does like to build wonders. He's a little high on wonder building. He's had one really good game. I think it was in season 6 where he just like dumpstered the competition. Other than that, he's been pretty ineffective. He was kind of infamous for not researching the wheel and not building roads in some past seasons, which just left his economy in horrific shape because if you don't have wheel, you can't research pottery and you can't build cottages. So he has not been terribly successful outside of one really good game in the past. Okay, with that said, start us out, Amika, with what's the first bit?
I've done this terribly. Let's say 10.
15.
Okay, ASM using his 15 gold here.
16.
17.
Can I say how amusing it is that ASM has 15 and Belmorph has 16 gold? Anyway, we're up to 17 right now. Does anyone want to go higher than the 17? Okay, and who has the 17 bid? I actually missed that. My apologies. I know I heard one of you say 17, but I missed who it was.
Oh, that was me, Henry.
Okay, Henrik. Sorry. Thank you. I missed that before. Okay, so Henrik has 17. Last chance. Does anyone want a bid higher than the 17? Okay, I'm not hearing anyone, so it sounds like Bismarck's yours. All right, Henrik. Bismarck for 17. All right. All right, half a dozen leaders to go. One in each of 6 games. Where do you want us to go, Henrik? Mehmed, game 7. Okay. Last time we'll look at game 7. All right, Mehmed, another former champion, although probably the least impressive of our various champions. He's the only past champion not to be a seeded leader. He's one of the leaders who I feel like should be better than he actually has been. He's a fairly militaristic leader. I think he's at like a 7 out of 10 on most of the aggression ratings. He has a pretty good civ in the Ottomans. As I said, they're one of the better civs. I think part of the problem is his traits don't really match his personality that well. Expansive, organized are good traits in single player Civ 4, not so great for AI Survivor purposes. He has often he's had some really good starts in the past and kind of let us down without really doing anything. So not one of the best leaders militarily, but also not a good econ leader. So he kind of gets stuck somewhere in between, and he's been a bit ineffective. The only game he's ever won was the season, season 5 championship. So part of the reason why he's probably left over is he gets overlooked a little bit. But in any case, he's up now for bidding, and Henrik makes the first bid.
Let's go 10.
I'll do 15.
15.
21.
21, okay. 15, 16. You guys are going to get this at some point with the 15 and 16 bids. But Henrik has it right now for 21. Which has outpriced Amika, I see.
It's targeted.
So out of the remaining people who can afford it, it's Grillo and Jamie are the only ones who can afford this. Do either of you want to outbid the 21?
No.
Okay, that's a double no, so it goes over to you, Henrik, for 21. All right, Mehmed off the board. All right, and once again, you get the choice of where we go next. So who do you want us to bid on out of the 5 remaining leaders?
Sitting Bull.
Sitting Bull, all right. It's game 3. Okay, game 3. All right, another one of the least effective leaders in our competition. Sitting Bull has the bizarre and not very effective combination of I want to build military units but then not declare war. It doesn't sound like it would be effective. It's not effective. He also doesn't have very good traits. Philosophical, protective, not too good. High peace weight means he generally builds up a big army, and then he's a punching bag for low peace weight leaders that just gang up on him. So with that lovely introduction, what is our opening bid for Sitting Bull, Henrik?
17.
17.
8.
All right. So that's like half of you are out of the bidding already with the 18. And I think there's a good chance we might just stay here. Does anyone want to go higher than 18? Not sensing a lot of enthusiasm. That was Jamie, am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Last chance. If not, Jamie, you've got him for 18. All right, over to you for 18, Jamie. All right. And as always with Sitting Bull, there's probably decent first to die potential here. Okay, so now the money is really in a crunch here. Not a lot left for anybody. Jamie, you get to pick which of these 4 leaders we bid on next.
I'll go for Washington.
Washington. Okay, game 4. All right, this is Washington. Yeah. All right, last American leader. Washington is the only one of the 3 American leaders that is even slightly militaristic. He's still not very aggressive, but he's more so than Roosevelt and who's the other American leader? Lincoln. He's more aggressive than Roosevelt and Lincoln. His traits are actually pretty good for fighting. Expansive, charismatic are not bad for that, but he's still relatively peaceful. He has a high peace weight, so he's kind of like, I'm a leader who would be good at military, but I don't really fight many wars, which is not the most effective combination. So he's had like 1 or 2 good games, but mostly he's been pretty ineffective in past AI Survivor games. But in any case, we get to bid on him now, and Jamie, you get to make the first bid.
Yep, that'll be one.
I'll do 15.
16.
17.
Thought that was going to happen. All right, 17 right now for Henrik. I love the 15, 16, 17. Okay, so Mika and Grillo can go higher if they want.
I'm just thinking, sorry, 1 sec.
Okay, take your time.
Oh, jeez, it's close. I pass. I'm gonna hate the group. Yeah.
Okay, you're both passing.
I pass.
Okay, so I think that means that Henrik gets the for 17. 18. Okay, Jamie's bidding 18. And unless Grillo or Mika want to jump in, this is Jamie's leader. Do either of you want? I think you both said no already, but all right, it's yours, Jamie. The 15, 16, 17, 18 thing is just hilarious. I love it. Okay, Washington for 18. For 18. Okay. All right, and you will get to pick which of the 3 remaining leaders, and then you are out because you have no more money to spend. Which one should we bid on?
Ashoka.
Okay, Ashoka? Okay. Game 5. All right, Ashoka, here we go. Okay, so other Indian leader, again, very similar to Gandhi. Not as he's basically a slightly less extreme version of Gandhi. Likes to be very, very peaceful. I think he's like the 3rd or 4th most peaceful leader in Civ4. Likes to found religions, likes to go for a cultural victory. He's just not as good at doing it as Gandhi, so he's like the slightly less interesting version of Gandhi. Okay, and we have to start the bidding at 1 because there's no money to spend on Jamie.
15.
16.
17.
Kind of thought that was going to happen, but yeah, Henrik has it for 17 currently, and Amika and Grillo can outbid if they want.
Okay. Gru's gonna take the leader who I actually want, which means I should bid 18.
Yes.
Okay, it's yours then, Amika, because no one else can outbid you, so
Yeah.
I think Gridlock can, right?
Yep. Gorilla's just gonna think.
I think he's trying to use reverse psychology on you, Gridlock.
Yeah, but
Think for yourself.
No.
I'm just
no,
glad that
Grio
Gorilla's not gonna get.
Grio and I want the same one, 100%. We want the same on all options. So I will give it to him, and I will pick Genghis Khan.
Yep, 31 I think it's gone.
Yeah.
okay. All right, well, not much of an auction here. You have Genghis Khan,
I knew
Grillo.
it from like 10 years ago. I knew it was going to happen.
You two,
Grumble.
yeah, you two are reading this similarly. All right, so yeah, Genghis Khan. There's not much to say. He's super aggressive. End of story. Has never won a game in the past, but it seems like both of you think he's got a good shot at it here.
He's gonna win this one.
Okay. All right.
He's cracked.
And we don't really even need to bid on this last one because no one can outbid Henrik, so he gets Peter because no one,
let's go.
like you guys can't outbid him, so Henrik gets Peter. So we can just leave it off that.
Nice.
Yeah, stay.
Peter for 17. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy where I ended up.
Yeah, I mean, we had that 15, 16, 17 for a while there. So, yeah, if it just kept playing out, it was obviously going to end that way. Okay, well, that's all the leaders. So why don't we take a minute here to look at kind of the results. Let me put this on. I'll put this on a bigger screen. Hold on one sec. Play with the settings here.
I think most of the participants have
make
some
this
reason
more.
to be happy about it, at least.
Okay, let's do this. Yeah, so just quick thoughts. For those of you, since all 8 of you took part in this, which teams are you thinking look the best? How do you feel about your team? Just, if you don't mind, give me a couple quick thoughts here.
I think Griot's looks the best.
Interesting.
But if he low rolls, it's small enough that small sample size can, like, I think Griot will win in a vacuum, but not that often because of small sample size and a small team.
Okay.
I think Kajot wins, dude. Gilgamesh and Sari, Pacal, those are steals.
I personally am very happy with my own team.
I like it.
But I think I should be competitive. I think at first impressions, feel most threatened by Henrik's team.
Interesting. So you guys are all over the place in terms of which teams you think look good.
You're
Okay.
all beautiful. Love you all.
None of us like our own team.
None of you like your own teams except Oops.
I like my own team.
I like my own team.
I like my
I
first
mean-
2 bids.
I think filling up my
It's
team
Mansa and
early-
4 guys.
My team is
It's
exactly
Mansa and 4
what
guys. That's not terrible.
I think filling up my team early in the draft.
Text is extremely small. We should blow this up then. Okay. How can I do
Yeah, we
this?
got very
Let me
well.
fix that
I
for
don't
you.
think I
I
really
think waiting was
would
the
have
right
gotten much
move.
better of a draft than I did.
Can I do this? Okay, there we go.
Waiting was
That's
the right
better.
move, but
Let's do
I just
that.
like the waiting.
Let's do that then. That's better. Thanks, guys.
I mean, given that this is Civ 4, there is always a chance for those with most leaders to do very well. So,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about who's got the best team, but like anyone has a chance because realistically, there's a lot of coin flips involved.
Absolutely.
yes, very
Yeah.
much so.
There's a lot of
Particularly
randomness.
with like Darius had a 50-50 coin flip and then basically won me last year, right? But that was purely off a 50-50 coin flip at the start.
Yeah, I mean, a war declaration 1 turn before or 1 turn after can decide the whole game, so who knows?
Absolutely. That's part of the fun, though. But yeah, I mean, so I think that's that. Thanks for sticking with this. This took like almost 2.5 hours, so I know it took a while, and especially those of you dialing in at really weird times. I super appreciate it. So thanks so much for being here, so we could put this together. And good luck to all of you. It should be fun.
Looking forward to next week.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Great draft, guys.
All right, I'm going to sign off here as well. This will be up on YouTube on the recording. And next week, we actually have game 1. So you got a week to get in your prediction if you haven't done it yet. So I will see you guys next week for game 1 of season 8. It should be fun. Have a good one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yes, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye bye, good luck.